Where do I start with this episode of Dragon Ball Super? So much to talk about. So the beginning of this episode, quickly to touch up on that, it was basically like, a little setup. It was a little bit slow, nothing too fancy for the first few minutes, nothing too extravagant, so to speak. But one of the things to notice, for starters, look how strong Vegeta has gotten. And I love that we got to see he was training in the hyperbolic time chamber, so it makes sense for him to be super freaking strong. I mean, he blew up the fucking lookout, the hyperbolic time chamber area, so it's either he blew it up from inside or he got out and just blew everything up because he was just so angry. I don't know. Like, could you have at least given an apology, bro? I'm just saying. So we already got clarification. Yeah, Vegeta, when he goes back to fight Black later on in the episode, there's a reason why he's going to be putting up a great fight, because the dude was training like a monster. So even if they were gone for a few hours, let's just say they left Trunks in the future by himself for a few hours, 1 minute equals 6 hours in the time chamber, if I'm not mistaken. So he had plenty of time. Even if it was just like 4 hours, he had like days upon end of training in there, which for a Saiyan, you know they can get the job done. So we already had that set up in the beginning of the episode, and then everybody getting ready to fucking tangle yet again. Now, some people are gonna argue, oh, how is it that Mai is still alive or whatever, and she even got that shot in on Black, which obviously wasn't gonna do anything, let's be honest here. If anybody thought, oh, Mai is gonna save the day with that bullet, come on now, be real here. And I love it how it's so quiet and just like very ominous. Once again, the scenes with Black and Zamasu just sipping tea, chilling, relaxing and stuff like that, which, to be honest, I thought Trunks was going to be fighting from the time Goku and them left. I would have liked to see how it was that he got away, Mai got him to safety or whatever, but nonetheless, you see they're just chilling yet again, and I love those scenes. I think those scenes really give a nice, ominous, calm feel, even though it's kind of bizarre. Like, they hate everybody in this world, but they got their own little cottage, and the way it was like a little raid in the nighttime with Mai and all the people, I'm like, bro, like, really? This episode of Dragon Ball Super, yet again, like last week's episode, it was an okay-ish episode. This week was just hype. I mean, the first few minutes set everything up, and then it was just like bang zoom, baby, because it was just doing non-stop crazy shit when Goku and Vegeta get on the scene. I will say one of the things, though, Supreme Kai, what are you doing? When he showed up with Gowas, I was like, yo, Gowas there. Like, this was probably the most hype I've been for Gowas, because aside from that, I'm like, who is this little green fucker? Can we get him out of here? But seeing Supreme Kai with Gowas, the one thing I was thinking about, Supreme Kai, essentially what you are is a target and a hostage for, Beerus in a sense, or against Beerus, because if you die, Beerus dies. I'm sure Beerus is like, that little purple piece of shit, what are you doing right now? That little teal ball fucker, like, can you stop? Because, again, Supreme Kai, I don't think he should be there, but totally him showing up, one of the big things to point out, he got them earrings, bro. He got them earrings. So he has them earrings, then you already know that there's a possibility once again for fusion, which is what these arcs have been, prepping and stuff like that. But Vegeta versus Black. Oh, finally, I think Vegeta fans can rejoice that even if Vegeta doesn't get the kill or whatever, whatever the case may be, ultimately to see Vegeta finally kicking ass, because throughout this entire arc, there's no argument that Vegeta has been getting pummeled left and right. He wasn't getting his just dues, and I won't argue against that at all, because it just felt that way. And this episode finally did something amazing, and Vegeta was just nonstop. You could see the anger in him, and a lot of the lines that were said in this episode, like, you're not a real, you're a fake Black, and you're a fake Goku, and that's the reason why you can't mess with me, and I'm the real deal, the principal of Saiyans, and he was kicking his ass. That's why Vegeta was extra hard on it, because, like, on top of you being in the skin of the person that I pretty much not hate the most, but, I can't stand the fact that he always surpasses me, Goku, Kakarot. But then, on top of that, you're kicking my ass? Nah, that's not gonna happen. So that worked perfectly in Vegeta's character, as far as like, you ain't gonna surpass me too. Like, it's bad enough this dude already surpassed me. That's not happening. So to see Vegeta going extra tough on Black was awesome. Now, the fight with Goku against Zamasu is kind of like, really? Zamasu, you can tell that he's not that much, because even before that fight goes down, when Trunks is going in or whatever, like, let's talk quickly about what Trunks was doing. For starters, Trunks' power, it looks like he kept some of whatever, if that's God Key or whatever the case may be, it looks like he can still access it. And he was actually giving Black a good run for his money, and they had to kind of, get him through the back. So it showcases that Trunks, he's up there. Like, Trunks is definitely up there. Probably Vegeta already blew past him yet again, but Trunks definitely had a huge power up, because he roasted Black. He did Black dirty Dr. Sucia up in there. So definitely Trunks got a huge boost. But then also you look at the episode as far as like, they had to throw him, from the back. They had to get him from the back. So it's like Trunks got a good boost. It sucks that they had to double team him, and it kind of is reminiscent of what happened with Gohan versus the androids in the future timeline, how they had to double team him and stuff like that. Why he couldn't get the job done? It's because there are two of them and there was only one of him. Had Trunks been there, maybe at that particular point with the powered up Vegeta, they probably could have get shit done. Now, it sucks because this episode, it shows that seemingly the Mafuba might not be at the moment the thing that they use, because it came broken, and it's kind of funny that Bulma's gonna have to, crazy glue it together. And that's one of the things I love about this episode too. This episode, by the way, great fucking episode. I just gotta point that out there. 9 out of 10 episode, because it was fantastic. It keeps some of the core elements. We're loving the action. The action is something that, hands down, people cannot deny. Dragon Ball Z brings the action. It brings it very intense and very strong. And Vegeta versus Black, and even before that, Trunks versus Black, insane shit. But then it also throws in that comedy. Sometimes the Pilaf stuff doesn't work, but like Bulma, like, oh yeah, don't worry, I got the glue, I got the goods and stuff like that. So it also brings in a bit of comedy while you're looking at this insane masterpiece of action. So yeah, that was insane. And overall, this episode, I mean, the action was insane. Everything about seeing Vegeta's progression yet again. Vegeta finally getting his moment. I just gotta say, Supreme Kai, get your ass out of there immediately. Gowas, you wanna hand your life away? Go ahead, Gowas. Do you, Pa? Do you? But Beerus, don't play with Beerus's life, Supreme Kai. Get out of there quick. Do it quick. But overall, amazing episode. I loved it. Vegeta's moment. I can't fucking wait. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you enjoy it? How did you feel about Vegeta getting his revenge? And where do you think all this is going to go from here? Do you think Bulma's going to use her crazy glue and next episode, repair the Mafuba? And your raw thoughts of this episode? Again, I just got to say, absolutely amazing. I loved it. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.